Hey y'all, it's Lippy with Gemini Homestead. I just want y'all to know, it's cold. It's very cold, but I won't disappoint. You see, my eyes are watering, but I want y'all to see this. This is what my husband does for me. Can y'all see this right here? Y'all, he was kind enough to bring me a little heater. Because this letter to Lippy, it hit home. Actually, now y'all see these tears coming down. That's from the cold. But I'm going to put these glasses on. Y'all need to sit back and really listen to the words of this letter. Because when I first read it, you would have thought I wrote it to myself. That's true. So I started to go in the shop, and I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm coming to my sweet spot. Okay, it starts off, and I hope y'all can hear me for this heater, but it's the only thing that's going to keep me alive, people. It said, well, if I can get the wind to stop. This is from the state of denial. What advice would you give to someone who wants to be at peace with what is happening in today's world? Not necessarily political, but in an instance like health, being told you have a disease that won't ever get better, or loss of a job and no jobs in sight, or the loss of a loved one that they can't seem to move past. All these things are happening every day with someone. Any advice on how you learned to live one day at a time and have such a positive outlook? No state or name, just a friend seeing a need for some Lippy. Love you, keep on keeping on. Y'all may want to replay that part one more time. Now, a lot of you probably know a little back history. You new ones, go back and watch our very first videos that says nice to meet you. There's 3 videos in that, okay? But when I read that letter, what stood out to me was, how do I cope with situations and things that have come to the forefront of my life? Faith. And you ask yourself, well, that's an easy answer. It's an easy answer, but it's the truth. But you see, I didn't always have faith. And I'm not going to go back many years, because in the past 15 years, many obstacles have been placed at my forefront. But the one that stands out, and the one that I think that this writer has reached out about, is, it'll be 3 years in July 2021. And I took very ill, more than normal. I have lupus, dealing with it. I'm fortunate that I'm able to overcome a lot with that. But there was something else going on. We didn't know. A lot of blood work was taken, a lot of tests was done. And I got a call about 3 o'clock one afternoon. And it said from my physician, I need you at the hospital immediately. You have an aneurysm. Have you eaten? And as they were asking me this, I was eating a turkey sandwich. Now, my husband's standing over here behind the camera. I feed off of his energy to do what I do. I immediately throw the sandwich down. We had grandkids there. But we also had Grandpa there. There again, you go back and look at history, you'll know who Grandpa is. So off we go for an emergency CAT scan. But it wasn't an aneurysm. And you think, well, what could be worse than that? Come to find out that there is 2 proteins that my body just lost. You see, we gain proteins. Mine had stored and then collapsed. Well, these 2 proteins is what keeps the body going. As these organs shut down, which will be my liver and my lungs, I will have to be faced with a transplant. But until that day comes, I don't put energy into that. So the letter asks, how do I stay so positive? Well, when I left that day with the news that I was terminal, I had 2 choices to make. Give in to some Band-Aids, medication. Give in to closing myself up to not enjoying life. Give in to the worry. Give in to missing my loved ones, and I'm still here at that moment. Or I can rejoice. See, that's really the 2 options that all of us have. Now, I'm not saying that you don't back up and sit down and take a deep breath and shed a few tears and say, why me? Because I did. I'm not going to lie. I did say, why me? That was very short-lived. Because you see, I didn't want to spend whatever time that has already been mapped out for me that I have no control over, putting Band-Aids on it, popping a pill, shedding tears, why, or I can look back from that day moving forward to how many days I'm given, look back and say, do you have regret? I have no regret, y'all. And I think that's the thing that we all have to look at. Is when something comes at you. It's a crossroad, but really, it's 2 roads. That's all it is. You really don't have many directions to go. Excuse me. You can go up or you can go down, and I choose to go up. Because I'm enjoying life here on this earth, and I'm going to rejoice life with my Lord. And that's how Lippy deals with things. That's why I stay positive. I'm not positive 24 hours a day. I'm human. I have my moments, and I have a lot of them, but they're very short-lived. Because you see, I see things as if a situation comes at you, you got 5 minutes to evaluate that. If you cannot put your hands on it, start repairing the problem, start fixing the situation, it's supposed to fix itself. And see, and I think that's where we all get in a rut. There is just simple things in life that we make into mountains when really they are just bumps in the road that we are supposed to back up, look at, and it'll tell you which direction you need to go. But we as humans just abruptly, we gotta fix the situation, and then we get all tangled up in this thing called stress. And then when we fail, then it bleeds inside. When we need to bleed outside, we need to bleed our voices outside. I cannot do this right now. I'm not supposed to do this right now. I'm supposed to back up, get a cup of coffee. It will fix itself, or it will shine the light of what direction I need to go to fix that problem. So that's why I say that letter hit home. It also talked about loss of job. We were hit with that on May 1st of 2020. Sickness, our home was destroyed in April. Loss of job in May, as many have. And there's no jobs in sight. But we have a home. So our job right now is to be a good steward of our home. Take care of what is in our surroundings, and pray for what's not in our surroundings. Pray for the other ones to heal and mend and survive. But we're within inside our surroundings. It's up to us how we choose to wake up and spend that day. There again, we're not going to spend that day, poor me. Because y'all, it's hell. I'm not going to lie to you. It'll come and like, well, wait, what did we do so wrong in life? You see, that insecurity creeps up on you. But that's where you get a strong shoulder. Yes, you do. And you say, you know what? I'm going to rebuke this depression. Because I promise you, I could point in any direction, and there's someone out there, many people out there, that is alone. They haven't found their path. So yes, I'm not going to dwell on the what ifs. I'm going to rejoice in the now and where I'm headed internally. But I'm not going to live life with a Band-Aid. I'm not going to live life with rose-colored glasses. That is going to get you lost quick. I'm going to live life head-on and focused and a smile on my face. Because I'm alive. And if that doesn't warrant a smile, then I've missed the whole boat 56 years now. So I really don't know if that letter was for me personally. I took it as a letter that I would have written to myself. It hit home, y'all. But I smile about that because I know that every question within the body of that letter, I've long answered a long time ago. I just may have not answered it with you guys like this. So, thank God for my husband and getting this heater. Because I'd have been sitting here doing this kind of stuff. But I'm not. I'm warm. Externally, I'm warm internally. And I'm warm in my heart. I say I'm doing something right. But fear is not in my vocabulary. Rejoice and love and laughter and strength. But I don't just get the strength from myself. I get it from my loved ones. I get it from you guys. And that's what we're here for. To strengthen each other, lift each other, comfort each other. You know, kind words go a long ways. Harsh words, we're all guilty for it. But take a breath before you use those harsh words, because you don't know what that person may be dealing with. Because I've dealt with harsh words from others, and they didn't have a clue. But that was okay. I was strong enough and strong-willed and hard-headed enough to rebuke that and simply walk away. Because I'm loving life. That's all it is. You choose how you see life. I choose it to love it. I don't hate it. I don't like the crap that's been dealt. But I love that I'm alive to endure that crap. Some aren't so fortunate. So I'm going to shut this rattling down. But I want you to know that this right here, this is Lippy sewed up in a piece of paper. So, we end looking up and rejoicing. Because when you lay tonight, lay with peace. If you can't lay with peace, you might need to reevaluate yourself. But until next time, God bless you all.